Just in time for Valentine's Day, Ferrari has unleashed its new 200 miles per hour everyday supercar. The new Ferrari Portofino, named after the exclusive upmarket seaside resort on the Italian Riviera, combines the romance of the open road with the undoubted thrill of the chase. That's because the iconic Italian brand's new model has a split personality. In one moment it's an easy-going grand tourer with impeccable manners, but the mere flick of a switch turns it into a full-blooded performance machine that's powerful enough to rearrange your internal organs. I was among the lucky few journalists hand-picked to have a first go in Ferrari's new Jekyll and Hyde convertible. The Portofino is both a beautifully streamlined sporting berlinetta coupe and a rakishly gorgeous drop-top spider that can alternate between the two at the push of a button. Getting behind the wheel of this gorgeously styled Italian GT Grand Tourer, in a luminescent Ferrari red, of course, for its global launch in southern Italy ahead of first UK deliveries in July, I can confirm it will definitely steal hearts of both sexes. More than 600 have been pre-ordered so far following a special event with Ferrari customers in Portofino itself. The 4-seat Fezza also promises to be Italian marque's biggest seller, as the California T replaces accounted for around a third of the company's sales, which last year stood at 8,400. Improving on the previous recipe, bosses in Maranello set out to create a supercar that is comfortable and versatile for everyday use in the hands of drivers who are perhaps less skilled, but can still satisfy the most enthusiastic of petrol heads when required. However, the one thing that's not everyday for most motorists is the price, which starts from £166,180. Ferrari says customers typically spend a further 15% on those little must-have extras for their prancing horse, pushing the final batting average cost to nearer £200,000, enough to buy property in some parts of Britain. Ferrari engineers and stylists have nevertheless done a great job. Powered by an uprated 3.9-liter twin-turbo 600-horsepower V8 engine, 40 horsepower more than the California T, linked to a 7-speed F1 dual-clutch transmission, the Portofino accelerates from rest to 62 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds. It will hit 124 miles per hour in 10.8 seconds, or about the same time it will take many family cars to reach half that speed. Top speed is around 200 mph. In short, it will be up there among the quickest school-run motors parked on the other side of the playground. But it's not all about power.So to make sure the Portofino can blitz the outgoing California T. Ferrari boffins have reduced the overall weight by 10%, which improves CO2 emissions, 245 grams kilometer, and fuel consumption, 26.4 miles per gallon, as well as the pan-you-to-your-seat acceleration. It means you should be able to drive, conservatively, for 458 miles before you need to brim the fuel tank again. Even the name change, a shift away from America's west coast to Italy's elegant Riviera, signals a change of mood and style emanating from the Italian brand. Portofino, which features in many advertising brochures and holiday guides, was the internal winner from a short list of Italian coastal resort names being considered, some of which may yet find their way onto future Ferraris. And although both the driving and styling may increasingly appeal to women, Ferrari say paying customers remain predominantly male. With the tin-top roof in place, the Portofino looks every inch of old Ferrari GT with beautifully sculpted lines, especially in the side profile. Bosses said they took their coupe styling inspiration from the classic Ferrari Daytona of the late 1960s and early 70s. And despite the low aerodynamic styling, the driver and passenger have plenty of headroom. Seeing the roof gracefully stow itself away at the push of a button in just 14 seconds is like watching ballet, and if you get caught in a sudden shower, it will do it on the move at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. Like any vitamin B starved Brit seeing the sun in a blue sky, I drove mainly with the roof down to enjoy the wind and the hair thrill of the open road. The winter chill, even around coastal Bari in the heel of Italy, meant the heaters were on full blast. Then there's the selection of driving modes.I and comfort setting. The Portofino displayed impeccable manners and proved a doddle to drive, even when crawling at a walking pace through the cobbled streets of an old town. Electric power steering makes changes of direction at low speed easier on the forearms than it would have been if attempting similar maneuvers at the wheel of an 80s Ferrari. But the real thrill came in sport mode, when flicking up and down the gear paddles behind the racing-style wheel. Pulling power is instantaneous with no lag. And its thresholds far exceeded my skill or nerve. It always felt there was a lot more in reserve. Even on slippery and serpentine coastal and mountain roads with tight hairpin bends, it felt planted to the road with great grip. This in part is down to the new Ferrari's variable boost management software that adjusts and increases torque delivery to suit whatever gear the driver has selected. Only real pros on a track should consider switching off the electronic stability control, which isn't for the faint-hearted or amateur drivers. The cockpit itself is smart, functional and sporty with lashings of carbon fiber and leather, very comfortable, though lightened, seats, a digital driver display and a centrally mounted 10.25-inch infotainment touchscreen for sat-nav, music and other functions. There's not a huge amount of space in the boot, especially if you have the wind deflector in there too, but Ferrari say it'll take 3 cabin bags with metal roof up, or 2 with roof folded down. I fitted my cabin back into laptop bed, and there was still some space. Tempting extras will push up the price considerably, including a two-tone paint job, £4,320, run flat tires, £2,208, Apple CarPlay, £2,400, front and rear parking cameras, £3,456, and a handy passenger display that lets the co-pilot see how fast the car is going, RPM, and gears, or what's playing on your hi-fi, £3,360. Proving just how easily the price can spiral, carbon fiber trim extras include a modest £480 for wheel caps, to £1,440 for a cup holder, £2,496 for dashboard inserts, and £4,320 for the interior driver's zone and steering wheel, £4,992 for an underdoor cover, and 20-inch forged diamond wheel trims for £4,608. The improved magnetically controlled Maranello dual-mode suspension system will add another £3,168 to the final bill. Ferrari marketing chief Nicola Bori said of the new Portofino, "This is the most everyday Ferrari we have ever created. But it also offers high-speed stability when accelerating or cornering. Why are you feeling control at all times?" In the UK, the Portofino comes with a 4-year warranty, with the option to extend to a 5th year for £2,880, and a 7-year servicing deal.